Hello, everybody. It's George again. It's been about 9 weeks into my Thrive experience. The very first video was my first day after taking a trial that I got from Steve. And just to recap, I have to recap this whole thing. Uh, I used the 3 days, and I ordered after that first day because I'm what they call a first day thriver. Not everyone is. My wife wasn't. Doesn't mean it doesn't work for you if you don't feel anything during that trial period. It's just different people work differently. Some people it takes 10 days, 14 days. That's why I really encourage anybody who's curious about this to do at least a month. Try a month, see how your results after a month, and I pretty much guarantee you're going to want a second month, a third month. But in my case, there was about 4 or 5 days where I had no product. I didn't have a crash or anything, but the problem is I was eating more than I was going back to my old ways of eating and stuff, and I gained 3 more pounds. I was like 186 pounds in that first video. And then by the time I got my product, I was like 189 some change. It was like 190 pounds really, because I got a new scale during this process, and I realized that the calibration's off on the old scale, and I was actually heavier than I was weighing myself. So I'm gonna start my day as first thing Sunday morning. I just crawl out of bed, so I'm gonna do this 3 steps right here with you. This is my capsules right here, step 1. And you see I'm wearing the black DFT, but that's from yesterday. I put it on yesterday afternoon, so I'm getting my money's worth. It's good for 24 hours is what they say. So I'm gonna use that. I love the black label. It's got mood enhancing properties like serotonin in there that goes in through my skin. So I'm just very chill with that thing. No matter how stressful a situation may be, I don't get frazzled. But here's my first step with water. And the key is hydration. So you can treat this way. It's not the water I really need for the first 2 steps. And then I'll throw on a DFT for you guys right in front of you. So I really recommend when you're first starting this out, whether it's a 30-day or a trial packet, take one of those 2 capsules. Take 1 capsule, wait 20 to 40 minutes, and take half a serving of the lifestyle mix, okay? Just to kind of ease into it. There's no hurry to throw all that stuff in your body all at once. That premium nutrition can be funky. And I know people, let's just take 1 capsule and a full dose of this with the DFT. And they've had headaches and nausea and things like that just because it's just too intense. And what it's called is detoxing. And apparently this is pretty common when you take too big of a dose right up front. And so that's always a concern now that I've been doing this for a couple months and I've been promoting it for a couple months. I tell people take half a dose, 1 capsule, half serving of the lifestyle mix, and maybe the DFT you can hold off for the second day too. But that's what some people do. I've been telling people to go ahead and wear the DFT, and I don't think I've had anybody have any adverse reactions doing it that way. So the first 2 days half dose. Second 2 days, 1 capsule, full dose of the lifestyle mix. If everything goes well, if you feel fine or you don't feel anything, that 5th day, start taking a full dose. 2 capsules, full dose of lifestyle mix, boom. Another key thing is take this correctly. I wasn't taking it correctly for the first few weeks. I learned when I met my upline on March 11th, my birthday, we met for lunch. They came up from Florida for a sporting event for their child. And I learned that you can't just take the capsules, do whatever the hell you want, put it on timer for 30, 40 minutes, take your lifestyle mix, and you're good to go and nurse it, for the next hour. You're supposed to stay calm. Don't be doing any exercises. Because I would take the 2 capsules, exercise, do T25 with my wife, drink the lifestyle mix sometimes. And what happens is that your metabolism starts up and it starts breaking down those capsules faster than they should be broken down. And when you drink the lifestyle mix, it's supposed to interact with the capsules synergistically, and it doesn't do that because it's already digested, because your metabolism is all sped up from jumping around, working out, doing exercises. So I'm just going to stand here. I've got a timer set right before I started this. I set it for 25 minutes. So when that timer goes off, I'll show you how easy the lifestyle mix is. And you don't require, if you want it for flavor, some people don't like the vanilla. They think they're texture sensitive. They say it's a little gritty or something. And it's only like 3 people I've heard say this out of probably 50 people that I've introduced this to. And a couple people say, that vanilla is just, there's other things you can do. You can use almond milk, cashew milk. You can use, you can put it in a smoothie that you already make with some berries and stuff. You can do that. But really all you need is water, a little bit of water, and not even a shaky cup. You can stir it. I could pour it in this water and stir it with a spoon and it'd be fine. I've seen it in videos. But with my work schedule, I get up at 3 in the morning. I'm out the door at 4. What I do is I just throw it in a shaky cup. I give it about 3 shakes and I chug it and I'm done. And then once I finish it in like less than 30 seconds, I refill this cup full of water. And whatever remnants in there, I just drink for the next like 15, 20 minutes on my way to work, 30 minutes. It's about a 45-minute drive to work. So I just drink that water and I'll refill my water, my shaky cup with my water that's in this cup as well. And I'll tell you what, I haven't had any coffee since I started this on February 3rd. I have not had any coffee. So I haven't had a desire. I used to drink 2 cups a day at work. I used to be the guy that brings the coffee supplies into work for everyone to enjoy. I'd first one in the work at 5 in the morning. Everybody else rolls in about 6:15. Pot of coffee would be on. Thanks, George. That was awesome. Well, when I started this, I was like, look, I'm not going to be bringing any coffee. I'm not making any coffee anymore because I don't need it. I don't crave it. Well, why not? Well, I'm doing Thrive now, so I just don't crave it anymore. So, and there's a couple of people I work with that are doing this now. The first guy, he's thriving for free. So that's another thing. I need to get into that, the compensation plan. So just because you see a price tag that alarms you, I can't afford that. I can afford it for maybe a month or 2, but I can't see myself paying that for year in and year out. I can't pay that much for myself, for my good nutrition. I'd rather, it's other things that you look at their lifestyle and you're like, really, you can't afford $6 a day, but you do this or that. But the cool thing with this, you get 2 referrals. All you need to know is 2 people and say, hey man, this is awesome. This is changing my life. I want to introduce this to you too. And then they get on the auto ship. And the following month, you get the average of whatever they spend in credits in your account to spend. First month, I found 2 people very easily in February. In March, I got my wife and my son. I got them 2 people. So this month is April. It's April 8th today. They got free credits for their free Thrive this month. Like my son actually had $20 left over because I guess one of the customers bought, more than my son needed. So that was kind of nice. Those credits do not cover the shipping, so just FYI. So my son still had like a bill for like $14 and some change for the shipping for his product this month. And I told him, you're not paying anything. I got you taken care of. He's in college. He doesn't, it's whatever. I got it taken care of. But it's just a good deal, man. 2 people, you don't know 2 people really that you can introduce this to, and it's changing your life. I mean, there's customers I have. I have one customer. She is like, I'm ready to promote. I said, well, let's get you a customer first because there's some fast start bonuses that she can qualify for. I want to give her that advantage. So let's hold off on the promote button until we get you one referral, and then we'll start the clock on that because you have 2 weeks to hit those bonus levels. Now about what I've been feeling, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. In that very first video, I was 186 and some change. I think it was more like 187 because, like I said, that scale was off. I got a really cool scale now that gives body mass index, muscle percentage, all that kind of stuff. Bottom line, I'm 175 pounds right now, 175 pounds. I've been as light as 173.6 pounds. I had a pretty fun weekend. It's my daughter's spring break, so we went to North Carolina, where I ate like a pig. I ate like pizza, I ate like nachos and stuff in the car, Hardee's, so it was this really crappy diet when you're traveling on the road like that. I came back Friday night and we had pizza at our neighbors. Why not pizza? It's like I had a few beers, so I gained a few pounds. Yesterday, I think I was I was a little heavier. I was like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds heavier than I am today, so I lost it. I was sensible. I got back into my routine yesterday. Had like a fairly big late lunch, and I really didn't eat anything the rest of the day. So it's a great appetite control. My cravings are controlled. It's been really good. I still feel like I got a lot of energy. I'm not running like I was the first couple weeks. I'm really concentrating on building the business. I'm trying to reach out to people, introduce this to them, because I think time is of the essence. There's like the clock is ticking, because this is a new business. It's been around for 5 years plus, but it's really starting to take off, and it's exponential in its growth. And I have a feeling that if I don't introduce this to some of my social network, and I'm trying to expand that social network, that I will miss the boat. Someone else will introduce it to somebody like me. Like I worked with a girl who did this and didn't really promote it. She's a promoter, but she later told me, I just promoted to get the free product. So once I lose my 2 customers, and I'll replace them with another 2 customers. And I just like using the product. And then she asked me, why didn't you join under me? I was like, I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what I was missing. I didn't know what it felt like. You didn't offer me a trial period. My friend from high school did offer me a trial period. And I said, shoot, I'll do anything for free. And I did it, and I felt it first day. So I remember that. And I remember if he would have said, hey, you need to pay for this, I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. But I offer this to people, and some use it, and others like, no, I'm good. But I wish I could really communicate to them and articulate what this feels like. And I try to articulate it by saying I feel 20 years younger. I'm losing inches on my waist. I went from a 34, 35 type of waist pants to a 32. I can wear a 32 very comfortably now. That's what I think these are, 32s. They fit very comfortably. So inches on the waist. I lost 15 pounds. And I feel 20 years younger. I'm running better than I ever ran before. I won my age group in a 5K race at one of the Navy bases here last week. And I've never even placed in one of those organized events. So it's really, really been a good little journey. And I look forward to continuing it. And even if I didn't get the product for free every month for my wife, my son, and me, I'd probably still pay for it, at least for me. I don't know about the wife. But the wife is actually, she's not crazy like, this is awesome, but she's lost 7.5 pounds since she started this. She's doing a different DFT. She's doing one called Duo. That's more, you wear 2 of them, one on each side, and it's more geared towards weight loss. It's got some natural caffeine in it that goes in through your skin. So that's working real well for her. And so that's real nice as well. Let's see. I'm going to just kind of show you how the second step goes. I think we got about 10 minutes or so. So you can see this is empty right now. I just have a little ball in there. That's it. I'm going to open this sucker up. It's yummy. I love the smell. This is the way you do it. You just smell it. And I look forward to this every day. A lot of people are like, I can't get into any kind of routine. That's beyond me. I'm not a routine person. It's like brushing your teeth. You forget to brush your teeth, you nasty person, or what? So to me, I don't understand. You can't get into this kind of routine. I look forward to the way I feel when I take those 2 capsules and I drink this right here and I throw the DFT on. That's just me. And then you don't need the whole thing of water. All you need is about yay much. There's like maybe 6 to 8 ounces of water. It goes up to about right there. That's all there is. 6 to 8 ounces. Then you give it one of these. 3. That's all it takes. And when that alarm goes off, we're going to consume it. It's going to be awesome. And it takes about 30 seconds because you have so much, you slug it down. My metabolism's not started yet. These capsules are they're just breaking down a little bit, my stomach acid. And it's going to mix, and it's going to go through my digestive system, and it's going to make me feel great today. I got church today. I've got kiosk duty, so I'll be there rocking it. I'll be rocking my DFT. I'll be wearing a blue shirt with a green sticker, DFT, and people will be like, what is that? And you say, hey, just give me your email address. I'll give you some information. But it's awesome. That's all I can tell you. It is awesome. It's changing my life. I'm bringing people in. It's changing their lives. I had one young lady just write me a beautiful. She's been giving me updates every day with these funny filters on Snapchat or some kind of Snapchat filter, but she sent it to me through Facebook and through text messages. How awesome she felt the first day. She said she went into it with no expectations, and she just feels awesome. And then she sent me a real heartfelt personal message on Facebook last night how this has changed her life, and she's only been doing it for like 5 days. and she goes into work. She's not grumpy anymore. People know her as the grumpy one, like, don't talk to me until I put my keys down and have my first cup of coffee. Well, she's not like that anymore. She's got energy not only to be very productive at work, more productive than she has been in a long time, but come home and do home stuff she's got to do, wash the laundry, clean the house, and things like that. So she's very, very appreciative, and she's ready to promote. Like I said, she's the same one I alluded to earlier. Got another friend who's in the military, very well respected. Traditionally a very fit guy. He's an older guy, and he just saw my pictures and my progress. And he's like, "Talk to me, Goose. What are you doing there? I want whatever you got." And he jumped on board too, just like the other girl. They didn't even ask for a sample or anything like that. And I was like, "Yeah, I can sign you up." And he is loving it too. He's seeing great energy. He wakes up early in the morning, like at 3 in the morning, to work out, and he has better energy than he's ever had before. His goal is to get the highest scores in the physical readiness test that he has every 6 months. He's got one coming up in May, and he's like, "I'm very confident I'm going to hit my goal, and I'm gonna be back with you, and I'm going to write a real testimonial for you, George, because this product is amazing." So this is those people right there that actually give it a chance, go into it with open mind, try the first month, listen to how it should be taken, and take it that way. They have good experiences, and that really lets me know, it reinforces that I'm doing the right thing, and at the same time I'm making money. I got this test drive a Tesla a couple days ago. Wow, was that an experience? That's a life experience. I highly recommend it. If any of you have a day off, and you have to go online to like Tesla.com, and you have to schedule that, find a Tesla dealership you want to go to, and actually schedule an appointment. And we did this a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, and we looked at our schedule. We saw, okay, we're going to be in North Carolina, taking my daughter, on a little mini vacation down there. We went digging for gems and stuff at Gem Mountain in North Carolina. On the way back, we're going to go to the Tesla dealership at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We had an appointment. Went there, and it was awesome. It was like the one we drove was like $150,000, way beyond my budget at the moment. But hey, we can dream. That's I might have to go on my dream board, because that thing would literally drive itself. It was an amazing piece of machinery. It goes from 0 to like 90, and like that. I mean, I think it's like 3.4 seconds or something. He says faster than a Lamborghini. That's what the sales guy said. I asked the sales guy, "Have you ever heard of Le-Vel?" Because this is one of the cars we get in just the second level of our pay plan. And he's like, "No, what are you talking about?" And I had to give him my card, and I asked him, "Do you have a Tesla? You sell them? Do you have one?" He's like, "No, I don't have a Tesla." So I was like, "Well, you can get one with just the second level of our company." So he was very curious. I gave him a card. So we'll see. A lot of times people, they don't really do that next step. They remember how curious they are at the moment, and I got to get better at that as a promoter, I guess. And but it's been about 20 minutes now since actually it hasn't. It's only been like 18 minutes. I can see the clock on there. But the Tesla's nice. But other cars you can get with the auto bonus when you hit the 12,000 mark is you can get Audi, you can get Lexus, BMW, Cadillac, Mercedes, and Tesla. So any of those, white or black, you can get when you hit the 12,000 level. If you have 4 promoters that are active, which is like just $100 in volume going through them, even through a customer themselves, then you qualify for the auto bonus. Now, if you don't want one of those, you want to keep driving whatever it is you're driving. Like we got a Toyota, and we got a GMC, and we got a Mini Cooper. We're happy with that. Then we just get $300 a month once we hit that level. It's just a default bonus on top of the regular commissions. But if you get one of those in white or black that's 5 years or newer, you get $800 at that level. Now the next level is 40,000 40K is what they call it, and that car bonus is called Auto Bonus Elite, and it doubles. So it goes either $600 for the car you're driving, you get default regardless, or you can get one of those 6 brands in white or black, 5 years or newer, and you get $1,600 a month. Now, with $1,600 a month, that Tesla looks a whole lot more attainable, because he was running some numbers, not that one in particular, not $150,000 one, but I get one for about half that price, about $70,000, $75,000. It's like less than $1,200 a month. I'm like, okay, that's in that auto elite bonus level. So when I hit 40K and go beyond that, maybe I'll entertain that. Maybe when I get 80K or something like that. But it's something to look forward to maybe the next couple of years. There's one lady that she's my mentor, Leanne. She used to be a bank teller. 22 months ago, she was a bank teller when she started this, and she's hitting amazing levels. She's flirting with the highest pay level right now, and she just hit some kind of bonus. I don't even know what it was. There's so many bonuses and so much compensation. It's insane. She's got $220,000 on top of her regular commissions for doing something. I don't know. She's tearing up. Like they have a contest of how much new volume you bring into your business in your personal volume, and she is like number 5 in the company among the veterans, which are people that have been doing this for over a year. And she's in line to get like $10,000+ of that if she maintains that level in the next week. So she is really just tearing it up, and I'm just like, man. So, if you decide to like promote like me and Leanne, we have people that do this full time. We have Leanne, we have Ashley, she's a 40K right below Leanne. Then we got the Killer Bees, Belinda and Beth. They always online, and there's a couple other people too, but the women are killing this. There's like the guy brought me in, Steve, and then myself are like, I think we're like the only 2 men. There's another guy named Chad. He pops in and out, but there's really not a lot of men that is hitting the elite levels in our group at least. And I went to a local last week, and I could count on probably one hand how many men were in that room. It was like all women. So if you're a woman, especially like a housewife, and you got a little time, this would be a nice little side hustle, and it's very, very lucrative. Like I said, I'm in my 3rd month right now. I hit my first pay level last month and my 2nd month. This is my 3rd month. I'm going to solidly be at that same pay level at least. I'll be able to maintain it, and I'm looking at get that 12K level where I get the auto bonus. And if I don't hit it this month, I'm very confident I'll get it next month. It's really taken off. It's changing my life physically, financially. It's giving me options. I make really good money. I love my job. I'm a retired Navy guy, and I get a nice pension from that. My wife that makes good money as a dental hygienist. So money wasn't a motivator when I started this, but when I started this product, after that first day, and Steve's like, "Hey, you could promote this," I said, "Yeah, I could. I got a pretty large social network. I'm not shy about talking about stuff, and I can make some money doing this, and I can help some other people get healthy and introduce this to them. Because if Steve didn't introduce it to me, I wouldn't even know this is how life should be felt." So that's the reason why I do this. I don't do it strictly for the money. It's more complicated than that. I'm building great relationships. The guy who brought me in, Steve, we're more acquaintances in high school than we were friends. We never hung out socially ever, but we had a class or 2 together, I remember. And we knew each other from Facebook. I was watching him do this for a couple years, and I thought that's good for him. He's making some money. He's looking good. He's lost 25 pounds. That's good for him. And I know that's what a lot of people say to themselves when they look at me and my story as it unfolds. There are a few that are very curious and are, "Hey, what is that?" Well, give me your address. I'll give you some information. I build that free account, and then I was like, "Okay, what questions you got? I'll answer it now." Because once you build that free account, they're locked into you. You have to go through the inconvenience of giving someone a different email address if they're going to join with somebody else at that point. So it's just to make sure that I'm the one that's going to be taking care of these people. It just makes sense. But I think the 20 minutes are up by now. I gave this like 3 shakes. It's my 4th shake. I'm going to chug this. It's so good. I love it. Very good. That's all there is to it. Then you take the DFT. I don't think I'm going to wear it down here today. You got to move the DFT around because it will leave a little irritation. It will, because vitamins going through your skin and stuff, and I guess probably just like no oxygen going in that part of your body. So sometimes it's like a little red mark, but some people have adverse reactions, and if you do, you can put on try different body parts, and if that doesn't work, put it on your feet. You can try the top of your feet, If that doesn't work, put it on the bottom of your feet. And I'm told bottom of your feet. I've never heard anybody have an adverse reaction to the bottom of your feet. So there are options, but the best is lean muscle mass area, your arms. Women especially, they don't have, or men that manscape. Here's my 25-minute clock. Put it on their upper chest or upper back. You put it in your leg. This part of your back. My wife wears her Duo down there a lot. So, yep, that's it. 3 steps that easy. That's my story. Done with 9 weeks of this, loving life. Come join me. Come join me. This is fun. It's awesome. Make some money. Get some good cars. You have hair like this. See, if this stuff can grow hair, whew, my brother-in-laws would definitely be in.